right, welcome on in everybody. For those of you that are new, this is First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issue from all councils past and present of Scouting America. For those of you returning, welcome back. Really excited to be sharing this content with you. Here in episode 5, we're going to be taking a look at Pheasant Council 693 out of South Dakota. The Pheasant Council was actually formed in 1942 basically as the result of a name change, formerly known as Central South Dakota Council, and remained in existence up until 1978 when it was finally absorbed by the Sioux Council 733. So let's go on over to the patch table, take a look at the issue here, first issue here. Now, if we look at the most recent collecting guides that we use to categorize and identify council issues, we're going to see that the Pheasant Council is listed as only having one issue, its first issue. So this would be the S1. We can see it's a completely embroidered patch, so it is a solidly sewn patch and would be given the designation S1. One of the things that I actually want to highlight is how the categorization of CSPs has continued to change over time. The Pheasant Council in previous editions of collection guides was actually broken up into two variants. I actually have those variants here today, and we'll be able to take a look at how that has changed over time and why they potentially have just decided to collapse those different variants into what is now just listed as a single issue S1. But let's take a look here at the description in the book. Again, Pheasant Council has our nice yellow border, light blue and white sky. We've got the yellow fleur-de-lis, and the lettering for both Pheasant Council and South Dakota is there in red. We get a nice image of the birds taking off from the fields. We've got the barn and the silo there to the side. That actually ends up being one of the more important aspects in going back in time on why this was formally broken into two issues. So we'll take a look back here at the back here, and you can see that as was previously categorized, we've left our sticker on that just calls this an S1A. Again, that was the very first issue variant identified originally. And now we're going to come back over here and take a look at the S1B. Now, as we would expect, S1A, S1B, these variants are going to be very, very closely related. We've got that same yellow border, the same light blue and white sky, our lettering still done in red. And to really notice a difference, even if we flip this over to the back, we're not going to see a ton of distinction. We do actually have it labeled as an S1B. Both have a plastic back. Both would look relatively the same from the back. And so I'm going to flip this over, kind of try and put it towards the bottom of the patch table and bring back the first issue here towards the top. And if we focus in on that silo and barn on the left-hand side, we're going to see the difference between what was originally broken into the two variants of S1A and S1B, and that's the location of the silo. In the S1A, we had the silo completely obstructed or behind the barn, and then in the S1B, in previous editions of collection guides, they had that silo partially obstructed or somewhat to in this case, right side of the barn. Now, if we look at the collection guide, it just says in parentheses, there is a range of position available for the silo, and they have done away with the distinction of calling this an S1A and an S1B. Generally, as collecting guides have determined to make changes in that categorization, if there are issues like we see here in Pheasant Council, we've generally left those labels most of the time, maybe not always. Sometimes we've gone back and relabeled things. And sometimes as those updates have happened, we haven't always, in our personal collection, tracked what those distinctions were. So we have a couple of more recent guides, a couple of older guides, but if the original guides that we were using to try and track the variations, if we've gotten rid of those or it was a long, long time ago, which sometimes is the case, we might see things that were formerly broken into A, B, C, D, and now maybe there's only an A, B, or in this case, there's only just one issue. They've just considered those to be the same. So sometimes that does happen. That's one of the things that certainly happens in collecting. And as collectors, we just kind of follow along and kind of track what that progress is in the various guides that are put out to assist collectors in identifying what they have within their collection. So today we took a look here at Pheasant Council. Hope you guys enjoyed that. And as we go forward, we'll continue to bring you this kind of content. If you're enjoying seeing the different variations, being able to take a look at what's changed within a patch or why something has more than one variation, or where in this case it's been done away with and they just consider it all to be one issue, by all means, feel free to like the video. That helps us bring this content to more people. Subscribing is also another great way to help our channel as we're growing. Very young, but I've been very excited with being able to share this with all of you and seeing the numbers of people that are coming and checking out the content. We really appreciate that. The best thing you can do if you want to help our channel continue to grow and share this great information with other people that are associated with scouting, whether they're collectors or not, is just share it with a friend, share it with your troop, share it with your council. Hopefully you guys can come check out all the various first issues. If there's one that you'd like to see, by all means, pop it down in the comments. We've already had requests being made. We're going to get those episodes out featuring the patches that you want to see. Certainly, this channel is entirely about bringing you the content and the first issues that you'd love to see. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, whatever that may be, and we will catch you on the next episode.